Alright, welcome to the video. I'm just going to explain the upper portion of this spreadsheet. I've already explained how to just use a spreadsheet in general in some other video. This is just like a shorter form so you guys get like a better understanding of what all this stuff up above does. So first off, we have our pricing rate section. So we have two different rates right here. We have standard and special. We can control the setup cost, so before anything's printed we can like tack on an extra $5 or an extra $10 or an extra $2.5. You can do that here. If you want to do like cost per hour, you would adjust that for both the standard and special individually in this section. So currently for a standard rate, or the standard filament, it's $1.25. So if we go down here quickly, we can see the estimated time is set at an hour. And then if we go over here, I will turn this to 0. So setup cost is 0 right now. Our standard rate per hour is $1.25. Go over here, we see $1.25. If we change this to special, you'll see a base quote of $2.25, and you can see that $2.25 is reflected here. I'll change this to 5 quickly. Change that to 10 quickly just for demonstration's sake. You'll see that the special is 10, standard is 5. If you want to tack on an extra, let's say 2.5 for the initial setup cost, 2.5 plus the 5 is $7.50. If I change that to special, that's now $12.50. So you guys probably get like a better understanding of that. If you want to experiment with the different or these different rates that you put over here, you can just go to this section and you can just play around with the values. So you can just play around with the print time, the number of units, print time, number of units, and then you can see like the bottom row right here. This will display your quote. I kind of forgot to explain this part. We have a number of parts per print. So more or less, I'll change this to 25 cents for now, for demonstration purposes again. Yeah, I'll change this to 1. So this is more or less however many parts, or however many individual parts of a print are on a bed at the time. If you want to take that into account, you don't have to. I actually say that this is optional, so I'll put that there. That's optional, don't need to fill it out. So more or less, yeah, however many of these you have, this will update your listing or your quote by 25 cents. So we go over here, our standard is now from $7.50 to $7.75. If I change this to like 10, it'll increase the amount by that. So that would be 0.25 or 25 cents times 10 is whatever that is. So that explains this upper portion. If we want to go over here, this is just gonna calculate the total hours printed. The quantity, that'll take the summation of everything in this column. So if I change this, the quantity is now 2. This is gonna show how much filament in general has been used. This will tell you the number of orders that are completed. So for every order that you do, you have to put like a number here, so you can reference the information on the other spreadsheets. So as you can see, as I update these, it'll increase the count for the total number of orders, so you can just keep track of all that. You can also keep track of the number of special or standard and special orders and the rest of these options. Yeah, then you keep track of your standard, special, discount, personal prints, sample, benchmarks, and then the newest edition, which is number of mat cost plus margin prints. You can see these right here. So if I change this to special, you'll see that this updates. So 1 and 1. So that's that. This section here is for the electrical, so you can put in your printer name, your print volume, your device wattage, and then you can also put your cost per kilowatt hour right here, and then everything else is automated, so don't touch this part, don't touch this part. Those are calculations. If you don't want to use this, you could more or less set like a fixed electrical rate of like 0.31 cents per hour. If you want to use this value, you need to click this. So as you can see, this is 0 right now. If I click this, it's 31 because we have a print for only 1 hour, so that reflects that. Just keep that in mind. And then we go over to this section here. We have the revenue from the standard, special, and then you have the setup cost, and then you have the parts per print, and then your mat cost plus margin. You'll see all these values here. So right now, if we go back over here, we see our pricing rate of a standard with a base quote of $7.75 right here. And then if I change this to special, this will be $12.75. You can see that we have a setup cost of $2.50. So then, yeah, you'll see that value right here. You'll see the parts per print, and then if I change this to margin, it'll show how much money we're getting from the margin, or from this price, right? And yeah, I kind of been talking about this wrong, but we shouldn't be looking at the base code. We should use this portion right here, the margin percentage or markup percentage. You don't want to be looking at this value over here rather than the base code. Just an FYI. So now we can move on to this section. This section totals up the electrical, material, and shipping costs. Also, in this section, we have the number of prints, number of orders shipped, your immediate profit, and then your net profit. It's currently negative $2.50 because of the other spreadsheet where we actually like bought all of our material. So that's why this is negative $2.50. So yeah, that's more or less a decent enough explanation. I guess like one last thing I'll probably mention is this part right here. So if I put in your product order number of 1, you'll see all of our information. So we have a print time of 1 hour right here, material usage is 110, PLA, your pricing rate right here, and then you can see your base quote, and then you can also see your potential margin / markup prices being shown over here. So yeah, currently have a margin percentage of 40%, so that would align with this value right here. So yeah, I think that's a good enough explanation. This is where you apply the shipping cost to your final quote, and then you can also see that it'll update the counter right here. So yeah, alright, that should be it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. I also have other videos that you can check out, and that'd be all. Have a good one, guys.